Because last time I had to actually put some effort in because I didn't have anything to cook it with.
Oh.
Matt bitched to me the other day, said you were slacking. You didn't find any new episodes this week.
I had to post them.
I forgot the schedule. That's my bad.
Yeah, he asked me to.
He said, I think they're up on YouTube. Well, I listened to it on such and such. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. You have more time. Was it up after you posted?
It took a little bit, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't just dump immediately. All right, Liberty and Lad podcast. Keep it local, keep it cash. Tell the feds to kiss your ass. I'm Ty.
I'm Moo.
And I'm Trigger.
We're back at it again outside. It's Friday the 13th. See if anything happens crazy tonight. Got Amy all fired up last night about Friday. I'm like, this is like your fucking Super Bowl. You do anything for the front yard? Now you tell me. I'm like, you got 3 big skeletons out there. Let's make a great big Freddy mask.
She's got a calendar on her phone, right?
I was going to say, she didn't, learn how to read a calendar in grade school?
She'll be here at some point. Go ahead, feel free to go. Where's all the Friday the 13th shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, where's Freddy and Jason and freaking Michael Myers? All that shit.
Big news week. The whole Ohio eating cats and the debate and Springfield, Ohio.
And then ABC fact checkers saying, well, the city commissioner said it's not happening. You know, the guy who looks like shit when it is happening, he said it's not happening. So we're going to trust him 100%.
Bullshit.
So Monday I had surgery and I've been laid up if I stand up, I'm good. Sitting here, it's not horrible. But if I up and down, that fucking sucks. That totally fucking sucks. But anyway, I've had a lot of free time.
Sounds like normal.
The very next morning after that debate, Wednesday morning, I watched a bunch of town hall meetings for Springfield, Ohio. 1 month prior.
Oh, yeah. All complaining about it.
They're all talking about it. So you tell me the fucking mayor or the governor of the state or the town didn't know this was happening? Bullshit. So Moody's right. The guy's flat out lying, or that Muir guy that's running the debate was flat out fucking lying. Because 1 month prior, it's once a week or whatever, these people are in the town hall meeting and they're going on and on about how bad it is. Some migrant, they're driving. So they get driver's license and whatever. Nobody asks for proof if you can actually drive. They're getting cars. Somehow they're getting cars. I don't know how. But they're smashing into everything because they don't know how to drive.
Well, some reports were also, they were picking up roadkill and, processing it to eat. It's fucking roadkill, dude.
They can have that.
Cafe.
They're taking live animals, though, and tearing them apart.
They're taking pets.
Pets. Hey, matter of fact, where'd my golden retriever just go? He was just here.
Tastes like chicken.
Holy shit. I got videos of whether they're Venezuelan or Haitian or whatever, they're migrants. Illegals. I'm still going to go with illegals. I got videos of them hacking them with a hatchet. I got them cutting their guts open, blowing them full of air to kill them, whatever. The one that went pretty viral, the one lady that was eating the cat, they said that was some other thing. That's the one that they were talking about. And I'm like, no, that's pretty clear. There's 3 parts to that video.
So what you're saying is there's an issue of a lot of people eating cats? Either it's not happening. No, this lady was sitting on a curb. It was body cam footage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of that.
You're not missing much.
Well, when the news tells you it's not true, when the media tells you it's not true,
it's probably true then.
Yeah, dude.
Because it doesn't fit their agenda, so they're going to fact check your ass and tell you it's not true when it is.
Well, the fact checkers on Facebook will deem what you say as false if you get a number slightly wrong, even though the general idea is the same.
Huh.
But what?
Because Ukraine thinks we got their back so strong, and I think we do.
Is it
I don't give a fuck about Ukraine.
see if somebody touched me.
I don't give a fuck about their politics. However, we're involved in it because war pays, and the Democrats love war. Here's one. The headline I got. Kremlin warns of escalation if Kyiv tries to bomb Russia. First line. Kyiv wants to hit Russia with U.S. long-range missiles. What do you suppose that's going to do to us? Biden comments suggest U.S. may be shifting its stance. Kremlin suspects U.S. will give Kyiv the green light. Says direct Western involvement in war is growing.
Yeah, he's trying to get us into another war.
Oh, yeah. If not him, it's the rest of them. Yeah, September 11th, so a couple days ago, they're talking war. Bring on the war, basically. So...
But, well, let's be honest. Every time a Democrat gets in office, invest in defense contractors.
Buy ammo.
No. Invest in defense contractors, because a Democrat's going to take us to war. You might as well make some money off of it.
Who's got spare change these days?
Nobody.
Not it.
Nobody would buy inflation.
Kamala pays.
election.
Kamalanomics.
Yeah, Kamalanomics.
Yeah.
Which
Joe in the fucking hole.
I can afford to purchase a little ammo here and there. Storing it sucks.
Right now, moving it sucks for you.
I got a couple little boxes delivered yesterday.
120-round package at a time.
Amy had to bring it to the shop for me.
That's awesome.
Had to get his wife to move ammo for him. Couldn't even hide the purchase.
But it's gonna teeter right into our. Well, we'll make it our second segment. We'll do cars and guns in the second segment. Because I've got a ton of stuff to hit with guns deals that I found. Today, I went through and found a bunch of the better deals that I could find that stand out to me. Some of them are trash. Some are like 10% off. Well, fucking get 10% off anywhere. Just shop around. But as far as good deals, I've got a bunch. One of them was that ammo deal that I sent everybody. It's still available, so we'll talk about that. But the debate. How many times did she lie? How many times did he lie?
Too many.
And you know, I heard that freaking Kamala was all calm and collective, and the Trumpster kind of argued and lost his cool and was kind of acting a little bit like Joe. I didn't watch it.
He did fall for a lot of... they were baiting him pretty hard.
Yeah, they were.
And he fell for it a couple times, which is not great. But that debate was 3v1.
But you got to defend yourself.
Well,
and that was what I heard, is it was 3 versus 1.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
I didn't watch it because I had too much other shit going on in my freaking life this week.
I wasn't going to watch any of it, and all of a sudden it was like popped up as live right now on a bunch of stuff. It was actually on my phone, on the Instagram.
of course
Trump
you were on
had
your
it.
phone.
Yeah, well.
Nothing else to do while he's laid up.
Dude,
Yeah.
this sucks.
What
I
day
haven't
was
left the
that?
house at all today, and that sucks too.
You
What
had a
day was
surgery
that
Monday,
debate?
didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I called him Tuesday, and he was in agony.
So I was supposed to be home about 3, a little after 3. I didn't get home till 6:15 because they found a bunch of stuff they didn't like. I didn't react. Apparently, I didn't. I still don't know
All the
because
cellulite buildup.
probably part of it. I had a reaction to something, and I wouldn't wake up. So here comes like 5 o'clock, and this place closes at 6. They're
picked
trying
you
to
up?
wake me up. They're like, "You got to get up," and I'm like, "Well, what happens if I can't?" I'm trying to wake up, and I'm like, I'm half out of it, and I'm like, "What happens if I can't?" Well, we're gonna have you an ambulance to take you to the Butterworth if you can't wake up. And I'm like, "All right, well, let's get me up." I'm like, she's like, "Here's some caffeine. What kind of caffeine do you like?" She goes,
Yes.
I'm like, "I don't want anything. I just want water. Just bring." She goes, "No, you got to drink something with caffeine in it. We have to wake you up." And I'm like, "Water." I vaguely remember. So finally, they had Diet Pepsi. And I'm like, "That I'll drink. I drink that on the weekends."
The taste a little bit different than I'm used to.
Who brought you home? Or
Buzz.
Buzz home.
Had a reaction. Something they didn't like while they were in there. That took time. I think that's why they must have hit me with more dope that reacted, because they put a camera in over here. They cut another hole and put a camera in.
Scope, yeah.
Yeah, rooted around. Well, there's a turd. Whatever. I don't know.
Oh, more fat cells. More fat cells. More fat cells.
What the hell is all this?
I remember one of the last times I was under general anesthesia. It was one of the late surgeries. Like, it ran real late. I woke up from it, and like the nurses, this is in an actual hospital, so they're open all night. They're like, all right, you got to breathe, like, into the little thing to make sure you're awake.
Lungs have capacity.
Getting all the oxygen back into your bloodstream. And I remember looking at the clock and saying, it's past my bedtime. I'm going to bed. Trying to go back to sleep. And they just kept nagging me. And I think my blood oxygen level was like 80 or so.
That's good though, isn't it?
No. That's fucking terrible. You're supposed to be over 90.
Oh. Okay.
But I wasn't breathing coming out of general. I wasn't breathing correctly. And I was trying to go back to sleep because I was tired. Probably because I was dying.
Dying of oxygen starvation.
But they kept nagging me to wake up, and yeah, fuck general. That general anesthesia is something else.
They had like a sealed thing over my belly button and a rag inside of that. And I got home, went to bed, and they must have pumped me full of fluids.
Because you had to piss nonstop.
Dude, it was horrible. Like every hour and a half, I kept waking up and going pee. Well, I got up the one time, Gavin helped me up, and I went back to lay down, and I went to lay down, and I'm like, oh my God. And Amy's like, what? And it's like 9 o'clock now. And I'm bleeding. You know them checkered shorts I got? I bled all over my checkered shorts, bled all over the bed. It was bad. Gavin's like, oh my God. So they got me up and cleaned me up, and then they put patches. Basically, my whole gut was covered in patches.
You want to pause?
So, all right, it was a slight break there for a minute. Hillbilly stopped by, say hi. Grand Central out here today. I've had a lot of visitors today.
You were saying you had a lot of visitors.
It's been a lot. Been busy. Sally stopped by. John Wing, Duffy a couple times. Anyway, where were we? We were talking about government shit, or what were we doing?
I mean, might as well do government shit. I think this is the anti-government segment. So, Jeremy, I didn't tell you. I told Ty.
Okay.
Let's run this idea by you. We get a banner that announces an LGBTQIA plus car show, and we go sit outside the ATF field office's parking lot and fly that banner during the week. Do you know a single straight person that works for the ATF? Neither do I, but you can't be exactly straight to work that job.
I feel like you'd have to wear a COVID mask and a hoodie and all that other shit just to hang the sign and then jump in an unmarked car and fucking take off.
You know, if we wear like the same 5'11" pants and the same button-down shirt, we could pretend it was the FBI doing it.
Head to toe khaki.
Blame it on the feds.
Then the retaliation from ATF over to the FBI office.
Make sure you get a pallet of bricks dropped off ahead of time.
Oh, God. What's that for? I don't know, man. I just got paid to drop it here.
No idea who ordered it.
So back to the anti-establishment. Locally, we may have our own problems here. Sooner than later. With around the corner of that vacant property. It may turn into some housing.
Oh, that sounds like a them problem. More than an us problem.
It's gonna be an us problem.
Shouldn't have moved in.
Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, the debate. What else was there? The killing of fucking family pets. Man, I don't know. We could skip some stuff and go right into
EPA.
EPA.
Those dickheads.
When we play that video.
Yeah.
So we're car guys, we're gun guys, we're anti-establishment guys. We like to sit around and shoot the shit.
And we like our vehicles to be able to breathe.
Right. I sent Moody a video earlier. I will play it for you. Brian Mello, he's always got really good stuff on. Usually top 10 best, top 10 worst. This is what this dealership's doing. This is what a brand is doing with automotive. He bases everything around automotive. So I'll play it.
The EPA's attack against diesel truck shops doesn't seem to be slowing down. According to the U.S. Department of Justice's Office of Public Affairs, Rudy's Diesel Performance, an extremely well-known shop in North Carolina, and its owner have agreed to pay a total of $10 million in criminal fines and civil penalties for manufacturing, selling, and installing devices commonly known as defeat devices used to remove or disable required emissions controls in motor vehicles. I'm telling you right now, no performance shops are going to want to risk modding diesels anymore. $10 million is wild. Anyways, the report goes on to say that Rudy's pled guilty and was sentenced in federal court in Washington, D.C. for conspiring to violate the Clean Air Act. A member of the EPA office said, quote, "For too many years, companies like Rudy's have installed illegal defeat devices to evade the public health protections of the Clean Air Act to the detriment of communities across America," end quote. You know, all I'm going to say is that with all the problems in the world, we're spending money prosecuting diesel shops for this stuff. Seems a little crazy, but if you are a diesel enthusiast, you better enjoy it while you can, because this seems to only be getting worse. The EPA...
Okay, $10 million. I mean, it's Rudy's Diesel is a very popular... It's in every magazine, from like Diesel Power magazine. They had all sorts of ads and stuff in there for years. We know this. It's not the only one out there. There's locals here. I have my car getting just a belt put on it. I'm afraid of that.
Diesel freak up to Gaylord, what, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Got a big ass fine. I think he was serving freaking 6 months to a year in freaking prison for a bunch of deletes on commercial vehicles.
A couple companies got hit with fines. A couple Michigan companies got hit with fines for deleting their trucks. Because heaven forbid they make their semis reliable.
There was another company in Grand Rapids took in the old Duttler Ford Truck Center.
Yeah.
They got nailed 8 years ago for deleting emissions equipment on semi-tractors. And they had like $790,000 in fines.
Well, like, if a shop is found guilty of doing a delete, it's like a $10,000 fine. But if the EPA catches them in the middle, it's $34,000.
How did Rudy's get $10 million? They must have went back.
Because they sold a
went back through the
lot of
records.
stuff.
They went back through all their sales records.
Burn your fucking records.
And usually all that stuff is sold as off-road only. It's not their fault you decide to use it on road.
Good point.
Well, hold on. This is similar to that guy.
This is my off-road slug bug.
Well, it's similar to that guy with the ATF. He made a piece of metal that had a pattern stamped in it, and all you had to do was break the piece out and fold it along the marked lines, and you could drop it into your AR, turning it full auto. ATF charged him as selling an illegal machine gun for each card he sold. He's not the guy that cut it out and fucking folded it. Somebody
Right.
else did. But
I just sold a hunk of
because
metal.
it was ready for it, they went against him, calling each piece of flat metal a machine gun.
That's fucking horrible.
That's the overstepping that's going on right now. EPA's like, well, fuck, if they can overstep like that, so should we.
Yeah, I guess so. What was the one you were telling me about after?
Corey Willis, who was the owner of PPEI, Diesel Tuning, All they did was tuning, as far as I'm aware. He got slapped with a $3 million fine for selling tunes, which includes ignoring key sensors.
Okay.
He got slapped with a fine after Secret Service had him tune the Beast. You know, the presidential limo?
Yeah, this thing runs pretty good. Let's go fuck him.
It has a Duramax in it, and he tuned it so it ignores all safety shutoffs. It's a presidential limo. You don't want it to stop because, it's running low on oil. I better shut myself down. No. You want that thing to hard charge itself out of there, we'll put a new fucking engine in. I don't care. Regardless of who's in office, it's that car's job.
I definitely got my own ideas there.
Is to get the fuck out as fast as possible. So it's deleted. It's tuned to put out more power because that car's, a beast.
I wonder how much horsepower that thing does have.
I think.
What did you say it was for weight?
Estimates are around 20,000, but Secret Service is pretty vague about what they want people to know.
I was gonna say, I think it's over like 1,400 horse out of that Duramax that's in that.
It's deleted, obviously.
I'm guarantee that thing's deleted.
It's
It's
tuned.
government. Yeah, it's like the government Power Strokes.
Yeah.
Deleted from the factory when the freaking U.S. Army gets them, U.S. military service gets them. They are tuned and deleted from the factory.
But he got hired by Secret Service to tune it for power and ignore all safety shutdowns.
Before all this shit was even a problem, I had the truck deleted. It was fully legal then.
My truck was deleted from the factory. 2000 was pre-emissions.
What did you delete on yours?
EGR cooler.
You took the intake, everything off, took EGR cooler out?
Block off plates. Exhaust. Got that thing in the exhaust part.
Now, did you delete the EGR valve also?
Yes. It's in the front.
Okay.
That's a simple plate. That was, I'm pretty sure the company that sold me those parts are probably not selling them now. I think it was River City Diesel or something.
Oh no, they're still selling that shit.
Really?
For now.
I have it all saved for my truck. You can get the shit off Amazon.
You might want to buy it in advance.
I'm going to buy a set.
Have it shipped
soon.
here so they don't go kicking in your door. And
No.
But again, okay, with that being said, how many 70s vehicles came with an EGR valve? The riser plate on big block V8s for the EGRs. Okay, are they going to go to all these muscle car freaking shows and look at all these big blocks and these freaking early 70s cars and, there's no EGR valve, no operational EGR valve, and fine everybody?
I wouldn't put it past them. I really wouldn't.
Are they going to find Jags and
They're
Summit
gonna-
and all the performance
Oh, yeah.
gas engine places?
They're working
for
on
these
precedent.
freaking EGR block off
they're working on
plates
precedent right now.
for, 70 fucking one.
Hey, Jeremy, they're going after low-hanging fruit. They're working their way.
I don't. At some point they're going to run out of who to pick on, and they're going to go, well, we're kind of bored. We're not making any money now. We got to go to car shows, go to the Joe Blows. That's going to fuck things up. I believe you're right.
Are they
But
going to go after race cars next?
yeah,
Those are off-road use, though.
doesn't matter.
But they're requiring on farm equipment. They're requiring all our newer tractors, combines all have DEF. They have DPFs.
Dude,
That's crazy.
Switcher
farm
trucks, off-road only switcher trucks have DEF.
Oh, our new one has a DPF and a DEF on it.
Okay, hold on.
I mean, I'm sure there's.
So for those that don't know, you're a mechanic. Jeremy's a mechanic.
Yep.
So Jeremy, of all the trucks that go down for service, how many of them are emissions related? Ballpark percentage.
Okay, let's say
Obviously deduct
85%.
Oh, I was going to say deduct Ty's clutch brakes.
That is.
Okay.
85% of every truck that I see is an emissions related out of service. The dealerships.
Yeah,
85 to 90% of the reason that vehicle, that truck is at a dealership or at a repair facility is emissions. 85% of breakdowns are emissions related.
yeah.
So
Imagine
how much money corporations could save on trucking.
all the way down to the final user of the product of whatever you're shipping. So you're shipping medical supplies. You're shipping
It's going to go on a truck for a while.
wiring.
If you can make those trucks, reliable again.
They went as
The
far
cost
as,
of keeping them running is half the cost of the freight.
They went as far as years ago. There was a bunch of trucking companies
Fuels
out
the
there
other half.
that literally went out and bought a shit ton of pre-emissions 07 and older
The writing was on the wall. I remember.
glider kits, glider trucks, so that they could put their rear ends in them, their fifth wheel in them, or whatever, and they had a pre-emissions
A
engine.
VIN number that said this is from 2007.
Farm.
And even that they had EGR valves and EGR coolers on them,
But not like all the extra.
They ain't near what they are now with even the 07 emissions. 07 emissions came out. It was
DPF.
and regen shit, or DPF regeneration shit. Well, the 2010 or 2011 emissions, I don't quite remember exactly what one. Then they came out with the diesel exhaust fluid emissions and the NOx and particulate matter sensor and all that shit, and it's just getting worse and worse, and it's putting more strain and less reliability on that engine. I remember you could take a 1995 N14 Cummins with 0 freaking emissions, and you could run that truck breakdown free for 1,000,000 miles.
Yep.
We can't go a fucking oil change without a breakdown for emissions on this new junk, because these assholes, tree huggers, are castrating them and fucking them over.
Now, hold
And
on.
not to mention, the cost of that truck in 1995, 1996 was a $70,000 truck. Now, that equal truck build right now is $200,000.
Yep.
Now, hold on. Part of why the EPA is cracking down so fucking hard is the dickheads that tune their shit to roll coal all the fucking time.
He's not wrong there either.
It's a bad look. And these kids in their diesel pickups that daddy bought them, tuning it so it'll roll coal if they even think about touching the pedal. They're doing it everywhere, and people see it and they get upset, and they start complaining to the EPA, and all of a sudden, EPA's cracking down. So us, who just want a reliable truck and we're not looking to roll coal, we're getting in trouble.
Just for clarity, these two will fucking roll coal out here every time they drive their truck.
Hard fucking pass.
Bullshit.
That being
Seriously?
said,
Yes.
when's
Dude,
the
what
last
the
time
hell?
Last
I
time
rolled
I
coal?
left here, I barely got off idle down to the stoplight.
Are they going that way?
Nothing but
Yeah.
Okay.
nothing but coal at idle.
Yeah.
Now,
You guys
that
keep
being
talking
said,
about it. I got to mix a drink.
oh, you get a kick out of this. The
Go
one
ahead.
time I had one day, I was driving back up from downtown the back way, going up that hill, and there was a bicyclist, and I was being nice, so I swung wide, and I even got off the throttle, just so it runs rich. It's kind of stinky. So I got off the throttle to be nice to him. I was in a good mood. Get back over, and I wanted to hear it, so I gave it a boot full. Intercooler boot popped, and I just dumped black lung up the fucking tailpipe. And I felt so fucking bad.
No,
about
you
it.
didn't. No, he
Oh.
didn't. He felt, haha.
No, I was trying to be nice, and all of a sudden I'm dumping fucking black lung.
Don't get me wrong, there's been a lot of times I have dumped. I have been a fucking left lane coal train. I have freaking dumped so much freaking black soot out the tailpipe. But you know what? Not as much lately. The last couple of years,
Can't afford it.
to be honest, and not necessarily that. I don't want to. I don't. When I come off of a stop, when I hit the throttle, there's a poof of a little bit of black smoke. It's clear and going. Now, when I'm hauling a load, It's fucking working. There is a little bit of more black smoke.
So, like,
Again, it's built to do that. It's designed to, it is a fault in the design that it gets more fuel before it starts building boost. That's the problem with the turbos, or a turbo system. Well, as it gets boost, it gets more air to match some more fuel, so therefore your overfueling goes away because now you got as much air as you do fuel to match, and your black smoke goes away.
So mine, at a start, it won't emit any soot, and it won't for a while. But if I'm wrong, well, I also don't give it a boot full to take off. That little, what is that, 4R100 ain't gonna take that abuse for long. But if I'm rolling at 50 miles an hour and I give it a boot full, I'll get a quick puff of black before it cleans out again.
Oh, if I'm cruising at 55 and
Yeah, but I think my accelerator position switch is off, so it's not reading full throttle.
Oh no, if I'm rolling at 50, 55 mile an hour and I give her a fucking boot full in my truck, yep, the person in the lane next to me or on the shoulder,
It's giving you a finger.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be able to see him. It'll bellow some black smoke, but the minute that the boost catches up and I get as much air and she starts building some RPMs, the black smoke goes away and she just fucking eats and moves.
Oh yeah.
Put some sound deadening in your trunk.
He's sound deaf in his head. Yeah, I might just sit on the couch all day tomorrow.
On the back rattling.
I might overdid it
I
today.
didn't have a wing. It was just the trunk rattling because the sub's in the back. Poorly planned out. You know how that goes.
So anyway, emissions, yes. There was a point where I was talking to some officers, DOT officers.
No, please don't dip my tank.
They were going to... They understand that
Well,
if you're
it's a farm
loaded-
town.
if you're loaded and you start off and you have a small amount of black smoke emit out of your exhaust, okay, they're not going to do anything about it. But if you take off and you're doing nothing but bellowing black smoke for the next 3 fucking miles, okay, now we're going to do something.
For the most part, though, like even state troopers are at least locals who went that career path. So they grew up around people that had diesels, and they know a little bit of black smoke. You ain't gonna get around it.
Diesel, Pete. Oh, I better rip on it about 6-7
I better
times.
tell everybody I
There
got
we
a
go.
Harley, brother.
Hey, brother.
Look how fast I am, brother.
That's a drink.
Look how fast I am, brother.
God.
When he gets to the Myers, do you think it's gonna say, "Get off, brother, so I can, brother"? Dude, he's still fucking
This fucking guy.
dude.
Every one of them. See, we bittered him a little. He sees what we see. He didn't before. He was like, "Yeah, I want a Harley." Now he's like, "Hey, these guys are kind of jackasses sometimes."
Dude, he'd get carpal tunnel with how many times he'd have to blip the
Oh,
throttle.
dude. I'm going to have to friggin' rig up a foot pedal. To friggin' be able to...
Are you gonna also do it so you can have a hand shifter?
Might.
Jockey shifter. On his, he'd have to have the speakers for his e-bike.
What?
Dude, you guys aren't fucking kidding. Every time these fucking Harley, you gotta fucking wind it up. Going,
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, but the difference with that bike is, even though it sounds like a small
He's
bike,
not even downshifting to rev it. I like that guy. All right.
well,
but
it-
that Harley, he turned the corner, he hit $8,000, let off the throttle, never shifted.
Nope.
So you hear the fucking Jake brake.
never got to 25.
Never got to 25, but he was $8,000.
In fourth gear.
See the difference with that crotch rocket that went by? When they make noise, they disappear pretty quickly.
Yeah, the Harleys, you can hit all fucking 5 gears and still be in sight. It'd still be stupid.
On the
frickin'
tail of the
loud.
dragon, you'll still be in sight.
I mean, I can't hate on. I mean, I hate on Harleys, but for what they did for the motorcycle industry and the motorcycle world,
Well, that
they're
and you
huge.
are a Harley owner.
I don't admit that too often.
He's a pile of scrap owner. Is about it right now.
Yeah, I think shit. That thing might as well be scrap. It needs to get.
Tires are probably dry
Oh,
rot.
they're way past dry rot.
It needs a bunch of money put
Fuck,
into
that
it.
thing hasn't been ridden in 8 years. Got
At least.
8-year-old gas in it, 8-year-old oil in it,
The tires
fucking
and
15-year-old tires on it.
I'd run the oil. The tires and gas got to go though.
No, you won't. You won't run the oil. It's a fucking Harley. It's all leaked out. You gotta add new.
Yeah,
He does
got a
have
pretty
a
good point. Yeah, never mind.
I mean,
You're right.
Jeez.
We have taught you well.
Well,
If the Harley's leaking oil, you know you got some in it.
it's either
When
leaking it
stops
or burning
leaking,
it.
you need to fucking fill it.
It reminds me of somebody else I know,
What?
Joe. I'm surprised I didn't get a response back from that text. Take oil with you.
No,
trying to go,
motherfucker
fuck
has
you.
been- since I freaking chewed his ass about the freaking oil, he's been good about checking the oil. He's been good about changing the oil. It just so happened to be today that it was a freaking plastic fucking carbonate fucking GM. Oh, great GM freaking coolant nipple. that
I
fucking
mean-
broke.
You got here in a GM.
Yep. Well, motherfucker,
So I've been doing really good at listing things on Facebook, but I'm also looking at a lot of like square body. You mentioned GM. So I've been looking at a lot of square body stuff. I don't need one.
It's loud and slow.
What? No way. I've been looking at. I can't help myself. Square body Chevys are just sexy.
Oh, we were talking about blowing black smoke and emissions, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, his vet blows black smoke every time he gets on that
Yeah, no.
motherfucker.
Yeah, different type
EPA?
of fuel though.
I don't see a thing. Can't
Never
see
heard of
behind
her.
me. Well, for the longest time, it was over there, and I pushed it out of the garage just to start it, and I put it over there in the grass to let it warm up. It runs a little rough until it gets good and hot. Once it gets good and hot, smooth. It needs plugs really bad. I was going to make Sneaky Beak help me with that. So, anyway, what else we got? Government intrusion.
Well, okay, so this occurred to me the other day, somewhat related to government. Poor decision. So all
Joe
three of
Biden?
us, actually,
That's a poor
it was
decision.
funny watching
Word.
him put that Trump hat on at that.
Oh my God!
Thank
Did
you,
you
that-
see any of that?
No.
Oh, dude, that was great.
Not
Anyways,
only that, every little kid there had a Trump T-shirt on.
dude,
Biden was fucking signing them.
when Biden walked in with Kamala, nobody in the hall said a fucking peep. People didn't even stop their conversations to acknowledge that he entered the
Biden
room.
and Kamala walked in
Awesome.
together. We'll find
As soon
it.
as Trump rolled in, "Wah!"
Yeah,
That's
there he is.
priceless.
But so this occurred to me the other day. We all know a guy who shall remain nameless, who several years ago
Baltimore?
was going through a rough time in his life, and other things contributed, and he had a little bit where he was not in a good mental state. And he told a DOT medical doctor that he had suicidal thoughts,
Yeah.
which means there is an immediate 1 year
Disqualification.
disqualification. However, this occurred to me earlier this week. So they took a guy who said, "Hey doc, I'm having a hard time getting through it. I'm on the edge." And they said, "Thanks for telling me. Now your livelihood's gone for a year."
No help though.
No
Just
help.
get the hell out of here. Have a nice day.
Well, your job's gone for now.
That the one that went and shaved alpacas?
Yep.
Okay.
Mental
but
health
I-
is
there's-
fucked in
there's-
this country.
But it's the fact that someone admits that they're going through a hard time, and their immediate reaction, I get it, you don't want them behind an 80,000 pound missile if they're not in a great state of mind. But instead of getting them help, they go, "Well, I guess you can't work for the next year doing that.
And I got better things to do, so get the hell out of my
That
office.
motherfucker.
So-
on the other hand,
Hey, I
missiles
know-
travel a lot faster than 64.5 mile an hour.
Yeah, I know you're on the edge, but now it's time to find a new job.
Yeah.
So Dad called me today too. He said he had to go down here to Dr. Feelgood to get his DOT physical, and he said the same thing. It's just kind of laughable.
Yeah.
He said they never checked a damn thing. They just said, going to work? Yep. Here, let me sign this piece of paper for you. Have a nice day. You got a year card out of it.
Where's he going to work?
He's still just working for his city.
Municipality.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I just thought it was weird that you take someone on the edge and say, well, that job's gone for a year.
Yeah. We're taking your livelihood. Now you really have a reason to go blow your head off.
Back to Dad, though. He sounds good.
Good.
Well,
I think he's
probably
working more
well.
than he wants to, and I think he's about to go to work even more.
No, I was told that he's working more than he wants to, but he was gonna take the winter off so he didn't have to freaking plow snow, didn't have to deal with the snow.
Yeah, okay.
Things have changed. I'll tell you on break.
Okay.
There's certain things that just pop up that's hard to say no to.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Well,
If that's the case, he needs to get me an application.
I mean, it would be good if you would learn how to drive.
then someday we'll put you in a truck too.
Get your experience somewhere else.
Oh, shit.
Well, you guys,
Motherfucker, I've had my CDL damn near as long as you've had yours.
Oh,
You got yours in 95 or 96?
18?
95-ish, yeah, something like that.
18? 95?
Okay, I got mine in 01.
No, it would have been 96-ish.
So I've had my CDL for 5 years less than you've had yours.
Oh, right now we're at,
No, pen.
oh, Penn.
I'm going on 24 years having my damn CDL.
Mine's turning third.
How many
30.
light poles have I hit?
I had a
In
bollard.
a 6-month period.
I had a bollard. I'm not proud of it.
One, by the way.
There's
The
two.
other was a bollard.
Oh, okay.
Really kind of this one and the same, really.
They were both
Well, no.
freaking light poles.
One was a light pole in a construction site trying not to get the truck stuck in sand. And
Oh, and then you pull off into a fucking lawn weighing 80,000 pounds,
Yeah.
you jacktastic asshole.
do you know where I was? Oh,
Yeah.
Carrying
that one.
ingredients.
Duh!
Oh, yeah, that one.
I know where the fuck you were.
Oh, hold on. I didn't pull off. And to be fair, the automatic was like, oh, I'm not going as fast as I should. I better start downshifting. I'm like, no, fucker.
No, that was all ice because I had to use another truck to jerk your ass out.
But-
With a short little fucker that couldn't see over the steering wheel because he has a seat on the fucking floor.
I think I still have the video short little fucker took.
Yeah, short little fucker had the seat on the floor so he could reach the pedals.
Had to look between the steering wheel and the fucking dash to see out the freaking windshield.
Oh, gosh.
His wipers only had to wipe the bottom 4 inches of the windshield.
Jesus.
I think I hear another Harley.
It'll be the same noise level for the next 5 minutes as he comes down the road here.
Every one of them's got extra 10 years worth of revving put on them.
Yeah, I wonder if that
gosh.
counts against engine hours.
It's I hope so. God.
You guys want to take a break? I got to do some stuff real quick.
Calculating.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of notes on gun deals and stuff we should hit on. One I'll do before the break. I got a really good deal on 223. $7.99 a box of 20 brass. It's STV stuff. I've shot 9mm STV. It's really good stuff. I've never had a problem with it. But anyway, through grabagun.com. Get on there. It's like $12.99 flat rate for all your ammo. That's a good deal, but we'll talk about it again once we come back. Send us out.
Here's to those who wish us well.
All the rest can go to hell.
See ya.
All right.